What's up everybody, Silver here with another Halo Master Chief Collection Achievement Guide. This time we're doing Giant Hula Hoop, which is in Halo CE, beat the par score on Halo. So start up that level. I'm doing this on Legendary because that obviously gives you the most points for all the kills you get. So run across this bridge. There's a way to despawn these enemies up here, but we're going for par score, so we might as well get some points while we're at it, since that's the main objective of this achievement. So run across that bridge. You want to get as much ammo and grenades as you can with your pistol and assault rifle, of course. There's a bunch of ammo right at the start, right in your dropship area. So when you come over here, there's going to be two Banshees. You want to ignore the Spirit dropping off a bunch of troops in the interest of saving time, because time is another multiplier for getting more points. If you finish within the par time, which is 20 minutes for this level, you will get a maximum time multiplier, which is 3 times. So if you finish with 15,000, for example, it'll be multiplied 3 times to 45,000. So it's pretty significant. So you do want to try to finish this as quickly as you can while still getting a good amount of points. So normally I would just ignore these Banshees, but they are a good amount of points, as you can see just there. They're about 500 points each with the skulls that I have on, which I don't think any of them are actually multiplying my score. You could throw on some skulls just to get more points, such as Catch. That would probably have been a good idea for me to do, but I did not do that. But I do have on 3 skulls. I have on Boom, which makes the grenades explosion radius, and anything that's exploding, could be a rocket or something else blowing up. It makes the blast radius twice as large, so it makes my grenades much more effective. So I'm going to bank on that in a few instances to help me out. And also I have on Grunt Birthday Party, which does nothing, and I have Pinata on, which doesn't really do anything either for me in this level. It makes the enemies drop grenades every time you smack them. So I had it on as a leftover from my last guide, which was Pillar of Awesome. Pillar of Autumn is definitely one of those levels where you're in close with everyone, so you smack people a lot more, and it's more beneficial. But again, it's not as beneficial here because I'm just not going to smack as many people. So, oh well, but it can't hurt really, so just be aware of the chain reaction grenades when they do go off. If there's a trail of grenades leading right to you, it may end up killing you, so just watch out for that. But we're going to this area. There are a couple elites over to the right. You can see I threw a grenade over there. Unfortunately, they kind of dispersed right when I threw a grenade. I did get one of them, so that's good. You can see that was a gigantic explosion. Not really visually, but I mean the blast radius. That elite was very far away from my grenade, and he still died. So, other than the grenade explosions, which I'm going to be banking on, I'm also banking on this noob combo here. You can see I have in my hand, which the noob combo is basically just the plasma pistol and any weapon you could headshot an enemy with. So this pistol will do just nicely. So I overcharge plasma pistol, the elites, to take down their shield. It also works for jackals. And also there's some ammo up here. And when you overcharge them, you could just shoot them in the head for a headshot to kill them. So it's a pretty quick and efficient way to kill big bad enemies. They're not so big and bad when you got the noob combo. And these nifty grenades that are twice as effective. So there's 2 elites that come out right here off this dropship. So throw a grenade right about where they would get off, and it should kill both of them, because they're right there, and that grenade is gigantic. So here I'm going to noob combo these jackals. It takes away their shield. They don't have a personal shield covering their whole body. I almost die here, actually. But they do have that shield on their arm. These freaking trees, man, they're huge. Blocking my grenades all the time. So I almost die there. That was kind of sloppy. But there are 5 dropships in this whole area. You could also do this achievement on co-op, by the way, so you're not stuck doing it solo if you have a friend of yours. There's a health pack right here if you need it. I certainly do. And the second dropship comes down over there, and then the third dropship is going to come down to the left, which I'll go over to in a little bit. The 4th dropship will come down where that one just did, and the 5th one will come down where the first one did. So it kind of goes in an arc and then comes back in the same path. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1 is kind of the positions they take. So move up and just kill all these enemies. Once you kill those 2 elites, there are just a handful of grunts. So they're not too threatening on their own. Just headshot them from far away. You don't want to get too close. They could do some damage to you. It is on Legendary. Don't underestimate the power of a grunt. I mean, you're basically wielding the grunt's go-to weapon with the plasma pistol here, so if you could kill people with it, they could kill people with it. Also, they do like to overcharge their plasma pistols sometimes, especially jackals, so watch out for that. They're going to try to noob combo you, even, which is horrifying. Thankfully, they don't switch to a headshot weapon when they do that. But come over here. Here's the third dropship I was talking about. Throw a grenade on the left here. That's where the 2 elites come out. I unfortunately only killed 1 of the 2. You can see here, this one's coming at me, so I'm going to get some noob action going on here. Got him. And now we only have some grunts to mop up. Thankfully, a lot of the time when you do kill the elite guys, they freak out and start running away, so they stop shooting at you, which is nice. Also, don't be afraid to use the plasma pistol like an actual pistol. You can see I was just shooting it normally right there, and it's actually pretty effective. Some games, some Halo games, they don't work that well as weapons to actually kill people, but the plasma weapons in this game are actually pretty effective at killing people. Normally, in some Halo games, they're only good at taking down shields, and then they're not that great at taking down the health and actually finishing off an enemy, but this game, that is not the case. They are pretty deadly all around, which is good. So that's the 4th dropship out of 5. Like I mentioned, the 4th dropship comes where the 2nd dropship was. And we're just thinning out the enemies over there now. And the 5th dropship is going to come where the 1st dropship was. So I'm kind of making my way over there as I go. There's a lot of plasma pistols on the ground just from the enemies. You can see the dropship is already over there, the 5th one. So I'm kind of late to the party over there. But I threw a plasma grenade, hoping to get somebody, but I did not, unfortunately. So I'm kind of at a disadvantage right now because you don't really want to get stuck out in the field here with a bunch of elites and enemies in general because they could surround you, which is not good. No bueno. So we do have a good amount of plasma pistol though, so that is the only thing working for us here. Thankfully, this contact on my radar is a grunt freaking out, not even doing anything. So that's good. Steal his plasma pistol from him. Gonna move over. It looks like my Marine buddies actually are surviving this go-around. Sometimes they die. A lot of times they die. But we did a pretty good job with the first 4 dropships at least, so they were all pretty much alive, so they could help me out with this last wave, which is nice. So go up here. We've cleared everybody out. And I'm just going to grab some health up here. There are 2 health packs. And some more ammo if I can. There we go. And you want to drop down gradually. You don't want to just jump down because there is fall damage in this game, of course. I'm just looking for more plasma grenades and a fresh plasma pistol. There we go. Looking good. And we got a couple more plasma grenades over here, which is nice from those, from that one elites, not those elites. That is just one elite. That's not usually there. It's just there because I killed them, so don't go looking for plasma grenades right there. They probably won't be there. Unless you kill an enemy right there, then maybe. But then grab this warthog. Again, we're trying to do this as quickly as possible, just so we can get the maximum time bonus. Other ways to get your points up are to, well, other than killing enemies, obviously, is to kill enemies quickly in a back-to-back fashion, so you get some multi-kills. Things like double kill, triple kill, overkill, etc. Those give you more points than if you killed them on their own in a singular fashion. And also sprees, so things like killing sprees, killing frenzy, etc. Other things to get your points up are, I think that might be it. The time bonus, the double kills, the killing sprees. I think that's about it. Also legendary and the skulls, of course. The more skulls you have on, the more points you'll get, except for bandana. You cannot have bandana on, obviously, because it's a beneficial skull and it multiplies your score by 0, so you cannot get the achievement with the bandana skull on, unfortunately. That would be great. But we're going into this room, and you just want to cut right down the middle and to the right, and go park over here. We're not really concerned about killing any of these enemies. We got plenty of score right now at this point, so jump on the windshield of your Jeep Warthog truck thingamabob. I like to throw a grenade or 2 down there, just to get the kills. Again, I just said that we're not concerned about kills, but these guys are the most threatening things up here because they're the only enemies that will come at you while you're activating the bridge up here, so I like to just kill them when I'm not going for a sweet speedrun time. But just activate that panel, and the light bridge will come into effect. Just grabbing some more grenades from there. And you can see the light bridge to my right lighting up. There we go. So just get back in your Warthog, and we're going to run away, or drive away. The Warthog has no legs, so it cannot run. Although I guess it is running as well. The engine's running at least. But just drive out of here, and we are going to go into the big field area. I skipped ahead a little bit, cut out like 30 seconds, because I know this is a long video, so trying to minimize the amount of time you gotta sit here and watch my nonsense. But just drive up here. We're going to go to the left first. This is the central hub area, and we're going to go to 3 areas off of this center area. We're going to the left one, like I said. You could really do whatever side you want to first, but I like to go to the left first. So here we go. You may be wondering, if you've been following me for a while, you may be having some deja vu at this point because I've already covered this guide, or this achievement in a guide. So you're like, why is he doing it again? But I think that my previous guide was not that great. I didn't really observe the time bonus as much as I should have. I didn't really address it. I kind of took my time and killed everything rather than killing some groups and leaving others in order to maximize the time bonus. The time bonus really is a lifesaver in regards to getting your score up. So this run is a little quicker, and I get a lot more points for it. So this area, I'm going to allow the Marines to die, and then we're going to progress to the next section. So I'm going to kill a handful of enemies here because, well, I kind of got to get past them first. So got to get to those Marines. There's a couple elites shooting at me here, so just taking my time a little bit. There's a health pack right up here along with some ammo, so I'm grabbing that. And we're going to head down into the structure, and there's a grunt or two. Looking at my radar, it seems like there's an elite following me or something. But down here, there's a grunt or two, like I said, and there's also a couple jackals further down, like 2 or 3. So we're going to take care of them. Got that one. There's probably 2. Yep, just like I said, 2 more. And then there's this one. Get them. So across the way here, watch out for the gap. There's 2 narrow, railingless bridges going across this. You could definitely fall to your death down there if you fall, so don't do that. There's all the Marine contacts behind me now, and they're like, oh, sweet, the Master Chief's come to save us. And we go up this ramp. Little do they know, I'm just going to let them die. So I'm going to pick off a couple enemies just to get some points while I'm waiting for the Marines to come up behind me. And there's that elite I left up there. He's hanging out up on the structure. So be aware of him if you let him live. And oh boy, we're getting into a nice little dance here. Not cool. I am shieldless. That is not very proper. That is not how you dance. Taking my shield off, my lord. Looks like I got an enemy up there with that glorious grenade. And now I can see the elite is engaged with these Marines, so I'm just going to let him kill all the Marines. And then Cortana, once they're all dead, will say something like, we couldn't save them. Oh my god, it's so dramatic. And you're like, thank god. And now we could leave. The purpose of that is so we don't have to clear out the whole area and wait for the Pelican to come in and pick up the Marines. So basically, we're allowing them to die so we could proceed more quickly. Obviously, we could stay here and kill some more enemies to get more points, but we're really going for the par time again. I will mention it multiple times, and I already have. But just drive over here. We're going to go to the next section, and we're going to kill the enemies over there as well. But we're going to do a little special something. We're actually going to get a couple in our Warthog. So drive over here. There's going to be 2 Banshees in the area, so watch out because they may already know of your existence here. Looks like they're not really paying attention to me yet. We're going to kill these 2 guys again. Well, not again. There were 2 Banshees in the beginning of the level we killed. We're going to do that same thing here. Don't shoot a sniper rifle at them because it's pretty much useless against Banshees in campaign in Halo 1. This is not Halo Reach multiplayer where you're in a Banshee finally. You finally got the lovely Banshee and then you just get sniped down immediately. That is not the case here. So just shoot at these guys with your pistol. It's pretty effective, actually, for some reason. I mean, I guess it's the Halo 1 pistol, and that's reason enough for it to be freaking ridiculous. But we sniped them, or sniped him with our pistol, I guess. Grab the sniper here. And we're going to make our way to the next section. And we're going to grab some Marine buddies, and we're going to run over the other one. The reason I didn't kill the Marines in the previous section we were at, normally I'll just kill them with a grenade and then just leave. The reason I didn't do that is because you lose points when you kill friendly AI, so I wanted to limit that to a lesser amount in this run-through since we're going for points. But I am going to kill somebody up here. So just go around here, zigzag your way through this canyon. I like to try to splatter these two jackals while I go. It's not necessary, though. They're not that many points. But if you're feeling like doing some swerving and splattering, there you go. There's an opportunity. And we're driving up here. There's going to be 3 Marines. I'm going to get 2 in my hog. So one's hopping in right now. And the other is hopping in my passenger side. And there's one more in the trees over here. So I'm going to try to splatter him just so I could leave immediately. And he's diving out of the way. And there we go. I got him with my butt. Waggled my butt into him. So you saw I lost some points there, but I have way more than I need at this point, so I'm okay with that. But obviously, if you're on the border, you may not want to kill your Marine buddy. So we're moving through here. You could actually leave now since there's no Marines left there that are on foot. Since we took them in our Warthog, they're considered rescued, so there's nobody left there to rescue, so we're good. You can't leave any living Marines behind, essentially. So just drive over here. I did a little flip in the river. Just want it to cool off for a second. It's in the middle of summer here, so it's a little heated at this point. So we're just driving through. This is the last section. I like to do this one last. And here we go. There's a bunch of enemies along the fringe of these rocks. And there's a bunch of sniper and health and pistol ammo where that dropship is. Oh god. Not cool. I got flipped by a plasma grenade. Looks like one of my Marine buddies died. So now I'm just going to have to do this the old school way of shooting people. But once the majority of the enemies are killed down here, you could proceed to get back in your Warthog. Encourage this guy to hop in. And we're going to drive around to the top. And we're going to get someone to get in our Warthog again. Because they're much more effective down here in a Warthog. So we're going on up here. And you could switch to the old graphics if you'd like, so you could see exactly where the geometry is. The new graphics are not 100% faithful to where the actual geometry is sometimes. So for things like this, where you're like inching by and every centimeter counts, you may want to use the old graphics. I did not there. But you can see here, I'm waiting for... I really want the sniper rifle in my passenger side. He's much more effective than these other guys when he's in the passenger seat. But I ran him over, unfortunately, by accident. So that is no longer an option. Normally I go back down the way I came, but I decided to live dangerously this time and just went right off the edge. Could have flipped. When you do flip, sometimes the vehicle flips into your Marines that have fallen out and kills them. So that's no good. But just drive your Warthog out into the middle of the field here, and he actually does a lot of damage for you just sitting in the middle of the field here. We're going to fight off some dropship reinforcements, and your Warthog will normally kill a lot of people, or at least distract a lot of people. Unfortunately, this time, he takes a plasma grenade fairly early on here and dies, so he will not be any help, really. But normally he is, I promise. Just sit him right about there. And there's going to be a bunch of dropships coming in, like I said. Here's one. It's pretty easy to take them out if you're out in the middle of the field here. You may need to be a little skilled here to do this, and a little confident, because if you miss a lot of shots, they're going to be coming right at you. It's nice because when you're far away like this, and there's nothing in between you, the elites tend to run straight at you. That was some terrible sniping, by the way. But once these friendly guys of mine go flipping end over end, you can see they turn their attention to me, so now they're going to run straight at me pretty much, so they're going to be pretty easy to shoot and kill with a sniper. 2 shots with a sniper should kill any elite. Sometimes, rarely, it will take 3 shots on Legendary to kill one of these red elites, if you kill them, or if you shoot them in a inconvenient spot or something. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but it does. But usually it'll be 2 shots for a red elite, and a blue elite will be 1 in the face. So here we go, we're going back over here. Again, there's more sniper ammo up here, and pistol ammo, and health. So we got a pretty full sniper at this point. A glitch that I use here, and in other places in Halo, is the reload switch weapon glitch. What that effectively does is you just hit reload twice, and then switch weapons. And what that does is it will switch to your next weapon so you can continue firing, but also your weapon that you put away will be reloading even though you don't have it in your hands. So when you switch back, it will actually be reloaded. So that way you could keep up a constant stream of fire, and it's very useful in instances like this, where you're just firing pretty much as quickly as you can. And there's a lot of other places in this Halo game. This Halo game I've been talking about for a while. And it actually allows you to be a lot more aggressive and effective at killing enemies. Because obviously you could keep up a constant stream of fire instead of having to pause and reload and hide behind a corner or something. So you might be seeing that happening here, where I put a weapon away that has no ammo, or it's not reloaded, and then all of a sudden I pull it out and it's reloaded all of a sudden. So that's what's happening there. And I killed the last jackal, and I threw up a celebratory plasma grenade. Where is it? There it is. Okay, that's scary when you do that and then you lose track of it. And then it lands on your head, and there's just spiders everywhere. Oh my god. So I'm just going to pass some time by trying to throw a plasma grenade into that bumblebee dropship. I almost got it in there. That was pretty skillful, I'll say it. These next ones aren't as good though, but oh well. It's like that drill in baseball where you gotta throw a ball from the outfield into an overturned barrel or trash can at home plate. That was a good one. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Click like and subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Twitter at HaloCompletion, and I will see you all later for more Halo achievements.